Okay, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for joining. My name is Corey Weichel. I am a Jacksonville, Florida realtor, and today we're going to be discussing the real estate settlement statement. This is a statement that you'll get from the closing agent before your loan closes for you to review your costs and what you need to bring to the table for closing. So this document that you actually see on your screen is a settlement statement. It's one that was sent to me. I was not the agent on this one, but it was essentially a real estate horror story. Luckily, it wasn't a really super bad one. The buyer lost some money, but I've heard worse stories. But I'm going to go through how I do it myself when I get a closing statement, when I'm the agent on the deal, just so that you can see exactly how I do it. And if you're a buyer or a seller, you can do it for yourself, just in case you have an agent who only really cares to check their own commission fee and doesn't really care about actually doing the details of being an agent. So first I'm going to show you this right here. This is the purchase contract for this house. And as you can see, we have this section. This is the Northeast Florida one, and it goes through the buyer's closing costs, what they're going to pay, and then the seller's closing costs. As you can see, I've already gone through this one. I use a highlighter as blue for the buyer and yellow for the seller, and then pink is any problem between the purchase contract and the settlement statement. So what I do personally is I start here, I grab my blue highlighter, and I go recording fee. I look for the recording fee on the settlement statement. Let's see if we can just find it real quick. Here's a recording fee, goes to the buyer, and I believe there's another recording fee down here. Yep, another recording fee that also goes to the buyer, and I highlight it. And I continue doing that for every single fee listed here, to make sure that the purchase contract and the settlement statement matches up. It is a very simple thing to do. It does not take a lot of time. It takes a few minutes, but let's just say some realtors or real estate agents don't do it because they don't really care. But in this example right here, I highlighted all the blue ones, and I highlighted all the yellow ones for the buyer and the seller, and then we had an issue. And this is the homeowner's title insurance on the purchase contract stating that it is going to be charged to the seller. But when we look at the actual settlement statement, as you can see, the owner's title insurance is charged to the buyer, $480. So in this instance, this was a mistake by the closing agent. It was not caught by the real estate agent or realtor who was doing it, and it was not caught by the buyer or the seller. Well, I'm not sure if it was caught by the seller because, well, maybe the seller just saw it and didn't really want to say anything because it saved them $480, but it did cost the buyer $480. That the realtor, really the realtor did cost it. In my professional opinion, this is the realtor's job to make sure that the process goes smoothly and to make sure that everything goes correctly. However, the realtor really had no negative consequence to this because they still got their full commission. So when you are a buyer or seller and you're going through this statement, always go in thinking that the realtor is not going to do it and that it's on you. Unless the realtor is going to highlight it like I do and send it to the customer. If they're not going to do that, make sure you go through every single line by line fee and verify that it is to the right person. If you don't do that, you could end up like this buyer who lost almost $500, but it could have been a lot worse if there are a lot worse horror stories for buying and selling. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope that gave you some insight into how I look at a settlement statement when I am the agent or the realtor for a closing. and hopefully it can maybe help a few of you out there, maybe save money if a mistake is made. If you guys like this, give a thumbs up, comment below. If there are any horror stories out there about this, put it in the comments. Let me see. I always enjoy looking at those. Subscribe to the channel if it taught you anything, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks.